To many fans, Crash Bandicoot 3 is the definitive Crash experience. Not only did this game introduce some of the most memorable cast of villains, but it also introduced multiple playstyles to an already solid formula. While Crash 2 fixed and expanded on what the original introduced, Crash 3 took fans on a whole new world and offered an unforgettable experience for players all over. So just like the previous game, this game's story picks off where the last one left off. This game assumes you got the best ending in Crash 2 and shows Cortex Space Station crashing into an ancient shrine. Well, this crash calls for the evil Uka Uka to be freed from his prison. Come to find out, Cortex has been following the orders of Uka Uka for the past 2 games in order to gain world domination. Since Cortex has been unsuccessful, Uka Uka is understandably upset. So what do? Time travel. That's right, since Cortex can get the crystals in the present time, let's go to the past and the future to attempt this plan once again. The story for this game works. There is nothing fundamentally wrong with it. The story is just really an excuse for our heroes to explore diverse level themes, and I have no problem with that. This game have you traveling to medieval times, futuristic settings, and even during the pyramid times. I love the design that each level has, and it definitely switches things up aesthetically. One of the issues previous Crash games had was that the levels all kind of blended together after a while, so the added diversity is nice and welcomed. In terms of gameplay, Crash is still rocking all his moves from previous titles. Crash can still spin, slide, jump, and belly flop, the usual. But this game does introduce different gameplay styles depending on the level. Yes, you have your traditional point A to B levels, but now you have stages where Crash is underwater, which controls totally different. The motorcycle levels where you have to race and come in first place to obtain a crystal, and these plane levels where you have to shoot down blimps or enemy planes. I love the different playstyle. This prevents the game from feeling monotonous and stale. This game also introduces the idea of using Coco, Crash's sister, for some of the stages. Coco stages consist of her riding this tiger or what seems to be the Great Wall of China and these jet ski stages. The objective of these stages are to get to the end and you will obtain a crystal. Simple. Crystals are still your main means of progression in this game. Just like Crash 2, you will run into crystals during your main run through the game. They are very hard to miss. Also making a return, you have clear and colored gems in a much higher quantity than before. I find getting the colored gems in Crash 3 much easier than Crash 2. There are no more hidden portals or secrets that these gems are behind. Death routes make a return, and these are going to be how you obtain most of these colored gems. After you collect 5 crystals in a given zone, you can fight that area's boss. One thing I will say, Crash 3 has the best boss fights in the original series hands down. The boss fights got a huge presentation overhaul and it's welcome. Engine was the standout boss fight for me. You fight him as Coco and you must take down his ship while flying through space. Kinda giving me Star Fox vibes here. I love how the boss fight looks and plays. It's great. After you defeat each boss, you are granted with a power up to your existing moveset. Everything from a super body slam to a double jump. These are great additions to the formula. After you defeat each boss and snag all the crystals, you and Cortex have a showdown. While the Mask fight it out, I always love this boss fight. I find it to be a huge improvement over the Cortex fight in Crash 2. Once you defeat Cortex, you receive the ability to run. You would need that. But you also watch this cutscene that shows Cortex and Uka Uka defeated. But wait, there's still hope. The Relics. That's right, just like the gems in Crash 2, the Relics in Crash 3 are needed to get the best ending and 100% completion. Remember that run ability you got from Cortex? Well, now it's time to use it. The Relics are nothing but time trials for each level. The faster you complete the level, the better relic you will receive. Once you collect 5 of these relics, you can walk to the middle of the stage and visit a secret room that has some very challenging levels and more goodies like gems. Once you have all the gems and relics, you fight Cortex once again and get the true ending of Crash 3. Everything is back to normal for now. Crash 3 as a whole is a great game. There is no denying that. The awesome boss fights, the level design, the new gameplay styles, all of that is great. But for me personally, I did not enjoy this as much as I did Crash 2. And that's no hate if you love this game. It's understandable. But this game did not hold up with me as much as Crash 2. And maybe that's my bias because I played more Crash 2 as a kid than Crash 3. The only issue that I had with this title was that the Relics felt like it was unnecessary padding, and having to play each of those levels again was just a drag for me. Besides that, Crash 3 is still an excellent game, and I highly recommend this title for anyone looking to jump into the Crash series and play a fun platformer. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up the Crash Bandicoot 3 Warp review. Thank each and every one of you guys for coming through, watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and go ahead and share this video as well. Next time we come together, we're going to be looking at Spiral Year of the Dragon. Then I got a couple other videos lined up already for you guys. So I can't wait to get that out. But with that being said, guys, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. Peace.